Hi, my name's Emma and welcome to PinEMup. Today I'm going to be turning myself into this spooky young lady from the new game PACIFY. She's a little creepy, but we love her anyway. Now let's get into the painting. So the first step of this look, which I've already taken the liberty to do, is put just a thin layer of foundation across my face and chest. I've also done a little bit of cover up on my tattoo, but as you can see, it's not fully gone. I also glued down my eyebrows and powdered them so that they're nice and set so I can paint on. Again, I wasn't too pedantic about these being perfectly covered purely because I'm going to paint over it again. So now that I've mixed the base colour for the body and the face, I'm now going to apply a full opaque coat. This may take a couple of layers, and it also helps having the foundation underneath because it has something to sit on top of. Now I've added a little bit more grey to my mixture and I'm going to stipple it onto my skin to make it look a little more dimensional and textured, although I do already have a lot of skin texture. I'm going to stipple in a slightly lighter colour than my original colour just to add more dimension. And I'm just doing this all over where the skin is. Now I'm going in with translucent powder to set the entire skin, so it's still a little bit darker than the reference image, but I'm still very happy with how it turned out, and since it's being done on human skin, it will always look a little different to graphic design. My next step now is to apply a black liquid lip on my lips, just so that I have a nice base to paint around and so I won't have to put body paint on my lips. So this is a liquid lipstick so it dries matte. I'm going to grab a small brush and I'm going to line the areas that I'm going to place the black, so around my eyes and around my mouth. This is just so that I know where to fill in with paint when I get to that step. And just for interest's sake, I'm going in with Spooky from the James Charles X Morphe palette. I'm using all the shadows I'm using are from the James Charles X Morphe unless I say otherwise. I'm going to go in with black body paint and a super fine brush and outline all the areas of black before I fill them in, just so I don't go outside of them. And I'm moving to a slightly bigger brush, not that much bigger, but an eyeshadow packing brush to fill in the black on the eye. Using the same flat brush, I'm then filling in the main area of the lips, but I'm going to go in with the corners with my detail brush. Now I'm going in with black eyeshadow super lightly with the same fine brush I used to do the outline, and I'm just going to fill in my brow. She has really minimal brows, so I'm just going to put a couple of strokes in. While I have this eyeshadow out, I'm going to start shading the edges of the dripping. Now I'm going to be contouring my face with a bigger brush and the same black eyeshadow. I'm going to be chiseling out my forehead, cheeks and jaw. I'm also going to do some stuff on my collarbones. Now I'm going in with black teeth paint and putting it all over my teeth in like spots and dabbing it just to make it look gross and decayed almost. Majority of the face is done. All I have to do is come back and put some gloss over my eyes and maybe some black eyeshadow just to make sure it is fully intense in the right areas. But other than that, we're now going to move on to the dress, so the camera angle is going to shift a little bit down. I've just mixed the colour for the dress with some brown, with some white and with some grey body paint, and I'm going to apply this in the general area of where the dress is. So I've just done a little bit of shading off camera. I don't know if you can notice, but there's just little bits and pieces. I lined my waterline with a black pencil. That was a while ago, but I didn't comment on it. But now I am going to start shading the general area of the dress. I'm going to take the same black eyeshadow and draw the collar line and then shade around it. I'm going to draw in the button with some black body paint. Off camera, I applied a darker and lighter brown with a stippling sponge onto the clothing to get a quick effect of clothing texture. Back in with black eyeshadow and shading the colour to really make it look like it's sitting above my skin. Now I am going to highlight the button that I drew on with white paint on the top just to show where it is defined separately. And the audio in the background will have changed, but that's because it started raining, because I started filming at 12 and it is now 5:40, so it's nearly been 6 hours, but we're nearly there. For the final detail for the face, I have mixed some Krylon multi-gel and crushed up some black eyeshadow from a palette I don't use, and I've put them together to make a really shiny black gel to put over the top. So off camera I just popped on my wig and my contacts, so here is the final look. So now that we've got the finished paint, make sure that you've given it a thumbs up and subscribe down below, because I do lots of strange, cool, unique paints and SFX. Also click that bell icon to get notified every time I do my internet weirdness, which is very helpful. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.